This is a 1991 Jeep Cherokee. So the repair that I'm doing is the ignition switch. No, not this. Up on top of the steering column. This right here. This was bolted onto the ignition switch. To the steering column. So this part can commonly go out in the Jeep Cherokees. So the Jeep will still start, you'll just have no power to the dash at all. So no instrument cluster, no turn signals, no heater blower, nothing. But you still have headlights and brakes. Also no wipers. So to get to that switch, you have to drop down the steering column. The first thing you gotta do is remove the lower cover of the dashboard, which I already have right there. So you gotta disconnect the speakers, light bulbs out of here, disconnect the TCM if you have an automatic, the light bulb for the ashtray, this right here for the heater for your feet, and the other speaker and other light bulb. There's be a piece right here, relays right here you have to unscrew. This set of relays right here, which I'm not sure what they do, but they go to something. So down below, you'll see the steering column bolts that hold it all together. Now they're about a size 15 in metric. I'm not sure what they are standard. One right there, the other one right over there. And after we do that, this whole steering column should just drop down straight to the right up to here, and you should be able to access the ignition switch. And I almost forgot, but before you forget, be sure to remove these two bars right here. I got one bar off. That one goes right here, just above the hood release, and the other one you should be able just to kind of like, turn it down. The whole thing will just rotate on the bolt that's bolted on way back there, which I'm not trying to get to. So you'll just move that all the way and just continue unbolting the steering column. It should just pop down. Now with the steering column down out of the way, now you can see the ignition switch right there. Now before you go removing the ignition switch and unbolting everything, see this right here? That's your high beam on and off switch, and that's adjusted right here. So before you do anything, you might want to mark where that position is, or else you won't be able to click on or off the high beams. So this is kind of fiddly right here. You have to adjust it, find the right position for it. That way the high beam works on and off just fine. That way when you go to line it up again, it's right in the same exact position it was before, and you won't have any problems doing this. See, high beam, low beam right here. That's connected to that rod. Now if it's off, even tilting the steering wheel can cause problems if it's not adjusted right. All right, now with the ignition switch unbolted, this rod will be attached to it. So you just hold it down while prying the ignition switch up, and it should just pop right out. Okay, so what tends to happen with these is that this wire right here, see how it's kind of like burnt looking, will melt the inside of the ignition switch. For some reason, this is a high draw on this cable right here on this wire, causing it to overheat and pretty much melts itself and stops working. But it's only this wire, only that spot right there, which causes everything else to lose power once it loses contact. So you see how that's all melted right there and discolored? Yeah, that connection got overheated. All right, there we go, new one's installed. I just kind of finished tightening that last bolt right there, the second one. So what I did was I put it into accessory mode, and this should come already clipped into accessory mode. If not, hook it on and just slide it back towards you, and it'll click onto accessory mode. Then once you get into accessory mode, push it away as far as it'll go without clicking it off, and just tighten down the bolt. Go to the ignition cycle, make sure it's able to crank, turn off, put it into accessory mode, and the radio should turn on. And once you got that dialed in, you just go ahead and bolt everything else back up and do everything else in reverse order. All done. Done and installed. All right, got everything done and installed. Everything's all put back together, bottom cover, all the good stuff. And it's going to accessory mode. Push in and down. That should kick on the radio, kick on my dash cam. The heater works in accessory mode, or the fan, but nothing else does. Everything is still off. All right, let's go. This is off locked. off, unlocked, and run mode. Now start. There you have it.